Today I want to share with you how you can add little touches to your journals that make it really handmade. I've cut up little paintings that I had, little watercolor paintings. This theme of this journal is green and music. So anything I cut up a painting that has green in it, see, so it looked like that. And then it's got these lovely deep greens, so I'm going to put them on some of the pages and make little pockety things. I've got a little hole punch that takes off corners to give them lovely round corners. I'm going to be creating pockets and gluing edges, and I'll talk about my glue in a second. And then again, I've got these sort of paintings. Again, I've cut it up. That was part of an old dragonfly painting, and then I'm going to add embellishments on top. I love the layer look. So I've got lots of green things to go with the green theme, and then the other theme I have is music. So I've got some music sheets that I've cut into circles. I've got this lovely circle cutter that I am in love with, and then I've also got some more sheet music, so I thought I might cut that up as well. And I've got a flower punch because there's a few flowers appearing in there, so, and who doesn't like flowers anyway. The other thing I've got is some green distress ink. Not that I care whether it's distress ink, but it's just that it's adding green to it. So every time there's a page that needs a little bit more green theming going on, then I'm going to be adding a little bit of green ink. So that way, and I've also got green ribbon, these pretty leaf ribbons. So I've just got that on hand for when I come across something that I think could do with a little more greenery. Oh, and I've got these paper clips. You just can buy these. You just Google musical paper clips, and then I'm going to be putting them in key positions. They're all triple clefs. I absolutely love them. And I think that really adds a special something. I think I really like the idea of leaving this exposed, and then I'm going to be starting to glue things down and be thinking in terms the whole time of pockets and tuck places and adding little lovely bits of ephemera and art. So these are some musical sheets, and then I've spritzed them and added little bits of colour and then cut them into circles. So I'm going to be doing lots of that. So this glue that I'm going to be using is called Art Glitter. It's not because it's got glitter in it at all. It's an adhesive that comes, so I bought this on Amazon. I write it on the side so that I can remember, because I'll often wonder how much a certain glue costs. So these two together cost me $29, and of course I'm Australian, so it's 29 Australian dollars. But it comes with a top-up bottle. I'll put over there. You take this off, and it comes with a little cute nibby thing that I have not been using, and I thought today was a good time to start. And it's got a pin that becomes the hole, and that helps keep it unblocked because it's actually already gotten blocked. So I'm just going to push that down. I don't know how far you're supposed to push it, like that. Oh, it's got a little bit of glue, so that's kind of perfect. I'm going to put that over there so I stick it in that rag so I can't lose it, and just squeeze some out and see if that's working. Yeah, and then you get this really lovely fine bead. So for example, over here, I can put in a really fine bead. So that is the brilliance of that glue. I've got a series of clips that I will continually use to clip things down. I quite like that card in there. That's another of the wonderful green things that I've got. And this is quite rough, so I know that the glue is going to work really well. But again, I can add this incredibly fine bead, and hopefully I can just use this everywhere. I'm about to discover how strong it is, because this is quite a heavyweight piece of watercolor paper. And again, I'll get some clips and I'm going to stick that there, and clip it down. Lots and lots of bull clips. Might have to go and get more. Clip it down, and especially over there, I need that to be in contact. Oh, that's quite nice. Look, that's quite good contact that it comes up with. And I've also got another bit of art that I've chopped up, and I thought they'd make lovely journal cards. I might cut that off. Oh, what a shame. All my writing is down there. I'll just rub that out. I'm going to put that in there just to encourage it not to stick down too flat, because it can be a bit difficult to get something in and out. Wow, the contact between paper to paper is really, really good. So that's wonderful. Just check it's stuck. I think I need another clip. Down here. Ooh, not good, not big enough. That can go there. That needs contact. I'll put that one right up there. There, that'll work nicely. Okay, so that's the first page done. I'll show you how I was intending to use this. I actually had another pad out ready and then realised it had died. Oh, that's lovely, look at that. Just adding a little touch of interest to, oopsie, this edge. Huh, I like that. Green on green, lovely. Okay, that's that one done. And I'm going to put that clip back on just till it's grabbed. Okay, get rid of that. This one I've given a little corner clip to, so you can buy these little cutters that give you a corner, and then if I glue it this way, I'll get a lovely tuck spot. So I'm going to glue that edge and that edge. And oh wow, that bead is so beautiful, because I don't want it poking out anywhere. That way, that's correct. And then I can put that in that position like that. Keep them both in position there. Use this one over here. Take this one off. Yeah, that's grabbed really nicely down there. That's great. Over there. Okay, so that's that one done, and then later on I'll find something little to tuck in. Oh, I might green up the edge of this one as well. Just adds, I think it behaves a little bit like adding a frame. I think that's why it works so efficiently. And so over here I could create another pocket or a tuck spot, or I was thinking this one would go here, because then this, as it opens, I thought it'd be lovely to be able to journal on the front and inside, and then also have this artwork revealed. So I thought this one could go here and just glue down this edge, which means I need to fold that. And I'm going to go ahead and do it. Sometimes you can overthink things. Sometimes it's better just to stick it on. You know, you can get stuck if you are constantly shifting and rearranging these journals or anything to do with your art. Sometimes it's just better to commit. All right, there. I'm just going to make sure that's lovely and straight that way, and move that down to there. All right, and then that way that will open, and that will open, and that will open. I might just clip this corner there. It's kind of, oh, I wonder what will happen if I clip this one. Will it look weird? Oh, it's hard to do. Yeah, it just looks weird. So maybe that should get glued down so it doesn't look weird. See how that goes there. Yep, and again we need a clip. Just really helps with the contact there. That way, that will open that way, and that will open, and then you can see that artwork, and that's a lovely journaling spot. I did think that might need a little bit of musical theme going on, and I remember what I was going to do was have this one because it's got some yellows and some greens. I thought that might look cool there, so that all of the journaling would take place inside. I am sometimes making sure that these are up the right way and not... I can see by the words which way it goes, which way is upright, which is kind of funny. If you're used to reading music, you probably could look at it and immediately know which way is up. But I need to find words, and there's a word there. Perfect. And I'm just going to stick it on. Oh, actually it'll get a bend there, won't it? Oh, wish I'd thought of that. Move it over so it doesn't get bent. There, that better? Glue it on, stick it on, encourage it to glue down. All right, keep moving forward. This one's lovely, and that's gluing nicely and gluing nicely. Put that down there for a bit of extra pressure. That's got that little bit of green on it, and I think it wants it on the back. Just a little touch of the... I know it's a kind of green. Oh, I keep dropping that thing. It's a kind of a green. I'm just being very rough. So I might leave that as just a lovely journal page, because I know that this paper is really lovely to write on. I've put this embellishment on this green paper. It's very thin paper, and what's happened is that on the back there the glue has grabbed the paper and you can see it. So I thought, what a great opportunity to put in something on the other side that will create a tuck spot. So I am very fond of creating tuck spots this way, so that the thing, if you're carrying the journal around, that it can't fall out. Because if you create this side as the opening, then there's a chance it'll fall out. But so I tend to glue this side down. So this is looks quite lovely with that. I'm going to snip the corner. The heavier the paper, the more effort that takes. I wonder if I can just green up that edge. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. These little green stamp pads are quite inexpensive. Right, that one is going to go there. Okay, so that edge down to there. Then I'm going to just give it an extra little line to reinforce it. It's coming out beautifully out that little nib, by the way. If you're thinking about buying that glue, it's working really nicely. Okay, let's glue some pages together. Not glue some pages, it's just clip. That's what I meant to say. Clip some pages together. Get this one and stick it down there. Might get an extra one down here on that part down there, and then we've got another lovely tuck spot. Okay, this one will be easy and lovely, and it's quite attractive to journal on, so I'll leave both of those and then go to this plain green one. And now I've already used one of these. Will it be too much to, or will it be lovely? Oh, I think that looks really cool. Okay, clip the edge. And I'm going to glue this edge here. So because this green paper here is so flimsy, as in it's, you know, like 90 GSM, it's the same weight as printer paper. Because it's so light in weight, it may react to the glue, but that will be a really interesting experiment to see how it behaves. And I think I might just continue to glue them, to clip them all together. Just keep the strength going there. There we go. And that'll be really interesting to see how the paper behaves with this art glitter glue. Here's another one of these lovely grey ones. I think I might leave that blank. So this is an artwork that I've printed on an A4 page. So it's partly for, it's mostly for embellishment because, I don't know, would someone want to draw all over that? Anyway, there's lovely 3 plain pages and then a decorative page. But I'm not quite sure. This is musical notation paper. So I love the inclusion of that. This is very thin, so I don't know that it would take much work on it. As in, I don't think that creating, drawing all over it, I don't think it would cope very well. It's not as lovely as the slightly heavier weight paper. This is printer paper. So I could put this journal page on it. I could put it on both sides, in fact. Oh, that's nice. Glue it on this side, and then you can journal there and there, or do I have this as a journal spot? Oh yeah, that's a better idea. Plus it's giving this page some weight, and I think I'll glue it all over, or maybe I'll make that a tuck spot that way. Okay, I think what I'll do is make it have a upright tuck, and oh, I think I'll put it right up to this crease because the other side isn't going to move. Because the opposite, the other side is going to move, not this side. So I'm just going to stick something in there again to remind me. I just need a thin bit of paper. Okay, so I'm going to leave that blank for sure because, and how perfect is that for writing. Now we come to the lovely pages that this ones are textured cardstock. So wonderful to glue something onto, and I wonder if what I might do is embellish it with something green. And oh, how lovely is that on that, right? Searching for this one. There, and that's going to go there. And I wonder if it would look lovely with the edge greened up. Oh, lovely. And I think, let's green up this edge, make it a bit different to the other edges then. Bit of green, green. Just a bit different. And all these things take a little bit of time, but I totally think they're worth it. Did I do that edge? No. Because the joy is in the creative. Oh, I love that. And this is coming out so nicely. I'm really enjoying that part of it too, that it's coming out so easily. Okay. This one's too small now. Yeah, so that piece of paper sticks out, so I don't think I will continue doing that. Otherwise the edge of it is just going to get too damaged. So I'll just put these ones here. There. Now, in here I've got the waxed thread, and it's holding the whole book together, so you'll see it on that side. I was thinking about decorating them later too. So I'm going to keep going. Do I want to add something into this beautiful spread here? I've got this beautiful green paper as well. Again, these are artworks of mine, and then I've printed them onto this green textured paper. I could go that way, but I really like the idea that it's got more to do with me, as in I'm adding original touches to it with original art, even if it's my original art that's printed. Okay, will that tear? Yeah. Sometimes a torn edge is quite cool. That way. That way. Ooh, with a little border and a rough edge down there. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Clip the corner. It's quite thick, this paper, so it's resisting me. And yeah, yeah, I think it does look good. Right. Oh, maybe it would look even better with double. And then you can see how they joined up. Oh, that's cool. Okay. And there's a kind of like a relationship between the two of them. Yep, love that idea. Now this is very textured, so I have no idea whether this glue can handle this as well, but I'll soon discover. And if it does fall out, then I'll just find another type of glue that's a bit stronger. I've got quite a few different types of glue. I really love them. It's grabbing on straight away, which is so convenient. Now, the advantage in, clipping that corner is that as I'm gluing, I know exactly which edges to add the glue to, because I'm quite challenged when it comes to things being reversed. Not at all savvy on the direction of anything. And when things go backwards, it's really weird for me. Just so it glues nicely, but it is gluing nicely. I think I should just put them together. Okay, so sometimes it's quite nice to leave blank areas that will encourage the owner of this journal to journal, to write stuff. And then we've got another one of these really thin papers. So I keep picking this one up because it's got little bits of music, and I could go right to the edge, or I could come in a little bit. I just love leaving a tiny little gap there because it's quite a lovely edge. Will that work as a... Yep, it will. Okay. Clip the edge. Oh, it's just occurred to me it could go that way. I wonder if it looks better that way. Yeah, I think so. Just do it. And glue it down. Oh, it comes out like so easily. I'm loving that part of it. And glue that to there. And then turn that gently. And again, this is poking out a bit, so I'm not going to peg them all together. Just gently keep moving through the journal. That's quite lovely. This paper is lovely to write on, so I'm going to leave that plain and that plain. So this is just green 90 GSM paper, and It's quite lovely. I think that it would be nice to journal on that plain green paper. So I've got a painting here. This is a triple clef. I've got a little card that looks better that way. These ones I use the sewing machine to embellish, and it looks, I love the look on the back. Okay, that's the end of the first signature. So I'm going to glue that one down there and grab a clip. And while it's gluing, I might stick something in there that will just keep it from gluing too close. And then I'm on to signature number 2. So that looks so cool on there. I could turn that into a tuck spot though over there. Oh yes, right. So I'm going to glue this edge here. And the beauty of putting down a really fine bead is that you can do tiny bits. So if I put a tiny bit here, I can go right to the edge and then it's not going to squeeze out. There's a bit there because I actually put it too close to the edge. There. And it's got a little gap I can see, so I don't need to show anything in there to keep that going. Lovely, soft green paper. And again, this is the textured cardstock. So great opportunity for another tuck spot. I could cut that in half and make 2 spots to put in little ephemera. And maybe because I've done all the other big ones, I should, because maybe that would be more interesting. And then they would be facing each other. And on the other hand, what I also wanted to do more of was some more musical notation. I've stuck these 2 envelopes together. Oh, look how this green, that all goes together and looks rather marvellous. Oh, that's a great idea. So then you open it and you've got a tuck spot here, and I've created, oops, oh dear, just a little too much glue there. Oopsie. Oh, what a shame. I will definitely repair that. Oh, I know. I'm going to repair it with one of these. What would go beautifully in there? How does that look when you open it? Oops. Open it, and does it look like you're supposed to pull it out? Yeah, it does. Right. Right, I think I'll fix that in another way, which I'll think of later. Now, does this stick out too far? I want to close the book for a second. It doesn't stick out further than the cover, so it's fine. And sometimes that's quite nice to have a big spot that is, oopsie, a big marker in the middle of any book. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think what I'll do is add a little green to the whole thing. There. Shall I do this edge as well? Yeah. That's lovely. Now, I haven't done underneath. Will it look odd? Yep. I'll just do it to there, I think. And then down there. I can't remember why I cut this off. I think just for access. Get rid of that. And now, oh damn, look what I did. I'm gonna have to glue it up there. Didn't really want to put it in the middle. Does it look, oh, on the other hand, it looks quite nice to be centered in the middle of that. That'll do. Now, next up, I've got to work out where to glue it. Or I could glue it. No, it's really nice with the green. I'm so disappointed about that. I've got a little sheet of paper. Now, I'm going to glue it to there. And Ah, there you go. I've got the 2 bits of the green sticking out, so I can see where to go. And it's another opportunity for a tuck spot, so that's what I'm leaving the top edge unglued. Just put that so it covers that mistake. Check it's even. Even. My fingers are completely stained from turmeric. I grow turmeric, and I was chopping it all up to store it, and that's why my fingers are stained yellow. Fabulous colour if you're ever doing natural dyes. Oh, look at that lovely area, green and green. I'm going to leave it like that, and I just love the squares and triangles and beautiful geometric shapes there. So very tempting to decorate it, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, so now we're coming up to a large piece of cardstock. It's quite old cardstock, and like someone gave it to me, and it must be like 50 years old, and it's still quite lovely, but the colours aren't vibrant like they make these days. I don't know if you remember that from being a child, that you had lots of papers. If you had coloured papers, they weren't these sort of vibrant greens that you get today. So I've put one of my watercolor paintings onto it to create a really big secret kind of tuck spot there. So I think I'll leave that one there and there and there. That's quite nice. Oh, I could put something there or there. Yeah, that's quite a few pages. That looks great. And I really want to start including, oh, wow, that works. Oh, that way or that way? No, that way. That's lovely. All right, I'm going to stick this one down. Double checking, reading a bit of a word there onto that. And then I'm going to clip the corner because it's going to go that way. Oh, there, and then I know where to glue it. It's really lovely paper. So this is from an original print that I made. It was a woodcut, in fact. So you can see it's quite textured. I used to do a lot of printmaking, and so I've got all these beautiful prints. And once I stopped exhibiting, I now use them to cut them up, and I use them as collage, which at first was really hard to do. Oh, tuck spot there, and I've embellished with washi tape, and then I've sewn it. So I don't know if you can just see that lovely sewing there. So that's beautifully decorated. I don't need to do anything there. That's beautifully inviting, plain, and oh yeah, definitely something here or here. This, yep, I think here on the thinner piece. So do I do this one or another one of those? That was quite cool where I put that over it. It's really interesting how that works so nicely. It's quite a big tuck spot. I could cut that off. Put that there or without, without. That doesn't quite look as good as the last one. Cut out a whole stack of these. Big one there maybe. It's also quite lovely and white on the back. That's quite nice, isn't it? Maybe it's not worth using the front textured bit. Maybe I use the back. Well, if I'm going to do that, I would just get another plainer piece of paper. No, just do it. All right. Just glue it on. Okay, having another look. Does it go this way? Yep, there's a couple of words there, so that's cool. That one there. You do get a minute, a few seconds to move it, and then it's adhered. So it's really fast glue. That looks great. And put this one here. And I don't know how this paper is going to behave, but I can go back now and see, flick back to see what it's doing. Well, that's quite thin paper and that's doing nicely. Just take these out so it doesn't tear anything, you know, by putting a bit of strain on the page. I can take that out as well. All right. Ah, gosh, I've gotten so much done. I hope that you're finding that there are lots of really helpful things here. Will I put another circle there? Is it too much to have two circles? Or maybe it should be a really plain circle, or there's a yellow circle, or maybe half a circle, like a semicircle, like that. Yeah, just bend that down there, and then I'm not just repeating the same. Oh yeah, that looks great. Oh, that was really hard on my hand. I feel like I'm on fire today. I'm going to glue this onto the back of it. I won't do the front yet, because maybe it'll be nice if it sits down. That's the corner that's open, so glue the other edges. That way. Yeah, so that remains like a little flap that you could, I don't know, stick something there. Totally depends on the owner of the journal. Some plain pages. Oh, and I've put in a whole painting there. I need to glue that down a little more. Just clip that down so it doesn't sit up. And then something musical could go. I put that painting in because it's got little bits of green. So how's that look? Oh, I like that. Let's just do it. It's a very busy painting that I've cut up. So for some reason that works. I am not quite sure why. I do wish, however, and oh, I've been wondering about that. I was going to say I do wish that I had done the edges of this. So just there. Oh, and it came off, so that's cool. And I'll re-glue it. That's the paint coming off. So it attached quite quickly to the paint. Might go closer to the edge because I can. And which way is the writing? There, that way. Yeah, that little border, that adding that little bit of colour to the border is just fascinating, the difference that it makes. And I keep thinking that it's about framing. Oh, look, lovely blank spots coming down to here. Oh, I've got some musical paper. I'm going to move that over to there. Glue that down. stick it on this edge, and then I don't have to guess how far it goes up. Touch too much I put up there. And glue that edge. Stick that there. I could add some things there, but I'm kind of running out of resources. I haven't used the ribbon yet. I've got one of these, which I just thought would be a lovely journaling card to stick in. This way I can use one of these in this section. I'll glue that one as well. And just run along and check I'm not using too much glue. And another one of my paintings, and then I've got this, this is a triple pocket. So, oh, it's meant to be a triple pocket. I've glued the top. It's a double pocket. So you put in something there. So I'm just going to give it a bit of colour so you can see where the edge is. And so you can stick something in there and stick something in there as well. I think I'm going to just add a little green to this edge as well. All right. Yeah, that looks better. And plain, and I've got this wonderful one. So this page here, this green does not match that at all. Oh, lovely. How good does that look in there? Into this one, though, I would really like to add a musical theme to that. Okay, that'll work nicely. Green. I haven't done any flowers yet, too. I'll do that in this next. Right. Can I see some writing? That way. Yeah. And then it works because I've added that green. It's quite a limey green. So the journal's full of all sorts of greens. I just made sure it was green. That way down the bottom. Yeah. Lovely. The paper is too flimsy. This paper, it's too old and too flimsy to create pockets on its own. This pocket here is folded over 3 times and then glued with some tissue paper and some of my pressed flowers. So that's how I'm able to get away with that one being a pocket itself. And then that's a pocket. So that would be lovely for, oh, will that fit in there? Does that look funny or good? Nope, looks horrible. I'll find something later to go in there. Just keep turning now. Oh, I've got this one. How about that one? Yeah, that's better. Especially with that lovely bit of stitching there. I like that. Just was holding that open for a second while my ink dried because I don't want it to transfer onto that page. Oh, some lovely journaling spots there. And there. Oh, and then a lovely big piece of music. With these ones, I spray painted them and put plants down to act as stencils. Loving that one. Oh, and that needs a bit of green, doesn't it? Definitely, because funnily enough, it doesn't have much green in it. Green, 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 green down to there. Right over to there. There, and I'll just keep my hand in there for a minute, and I'll do that one in a second. So this one comes right out, and you can journal on the back of it. I like that. There's a bit of decoration on this page with stitching. Ooh, I'm coming to the end, which is very cool. I've got these two. I didn't use the ribbon. I also found something else some green washi tape, which is sitting amongst this. Oh, look, that's going to go there. Oh, how will that look if that is a pocket and that sits on that? Yeah, that's pretty cool colour-wise, isn't it? So, do I have that over there or there? That go on that edge or that on that edge, and this glue here. And then you can turn that over, and this one. Then you can see it, and might go down to the bottom. I always like that look. That looks like it's kind of grounded. Oh, what about like that? And then you can see a little bit of this edge, and that can go right over to there. Okay, done. This one, let's start with the bottom one. It's going to go over there. Green up the edges. Bit of green on there. Okay, there's my soft corner, so I know which edge to glue down. Give it some extra because this is quite heavyweight paper. That's going to go over, right over here in the corner. There's my soft corner in the right position. Bit of clipping required. So far this glue has managed to hold on to everything I've given it today. Thick and thin paper. And another clip down the bottom. Hopefully once it's got good contact it will glue down. And this one is being glued into the middle of that. That way. Oops, unsure. Right, let's make them topsy-turvy then, because I am unsure. And that, I thought how groovy that was because it looks a bit like a record. This one's a bit damaged. I went too many layers or something, and so I thought I'll put that on the bottom so that it's less noticeable. That there's a rough edge down there. I did the dyeing of these ones, I did with alcohol inks. They just penetrate everything, alcohol inks do. So I thought, how perfect, use them to their advantage because they like to penetrate right through. All right, oopsie. Let's give this a little edge, a green edge, just while this one is settling in. Green, green, green. Green along there. Green along there. And then that will go there. Just that edge, I think. Will that be enough to hold it? I don't know. But I love the idea that you can see it and that this then behaves like something to hold that in. Or I could put that there. And that's interesting thought. Put it in. And then you've got complete access to the back and a little bit of space there. Does that look a bit odd? Does it look like it belongs? This is fantastic colour with that. Should it go in further so it looks like it belongs? Like, as in, should it go right in over to that side before I glue it? Or does it go over here? Does it go there? Is it just a journaling card? Oh, Interesting. This needs something on it for sure. I think I'll go back to this idea and put, yeah, I liked that that was showing a bit of this edge a lot. And then, so this, therefore, just gets glued on that edge. That's the tricky part, isn't it? Okay, so take these off and then maybe go to the bottom so that it gets really nicely adhered. So maybe, right, just commit, just folding it so it's a thin bead. It might be something that will require re-gluing later. I'll just see how it behaves, because that's a lot of weight on a small amount of glue there. And how's that look? I love the purple with the purple. I'm going to put it down. Sometimes a bit of washi tape later on can make a difference. I can't get that to adhere. So that might be a time when a stronger glue... Oh, look at that! Wow! That just makes it. Just give it a bit more pressure because I can't put clips on. And I'll come back to it later. A little bit of glue here as well. There. Stick this one on here and here. There. And I'm done. I will get some little journaling cards to go here. I'm going to stick my lid on straight away. Little rag and get rid of that. I've seen people using this and they put this pin back in straight away, but I knew that that would drive me nuts if I have to just stick it in. So let's go back for a flip through the I've got the very great pleasure now of adding some clips. So, there's the washi tape too. So, if there's any bits that I don't love, I can always embellish with washi tape. Okay, so I want to make sure there's enough music references and enough green references. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Oh, that's working nicely there and there. I didn't need to bend that front one. That's funny that I did that. That one and that one. I think I will glue that down because that just looks funny. Yeah. Pretend like it's a little book. Much better. Yeah. There we go. Take this one out. And this one out. There. Okay, and this one I'll cut down it as well. I am on the way though. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that opening spread and that one. So I need lots of journaling cards, and they'll just be some plain pieces of paper or maybe some more music paper, that sort of thing. Okay, this is glued very nicely to that soft paper. Another journaling opportunity and card. Oh, that went nicely. Look at that. It has not made that paper wrinkle on either side. Fantastic. Okay, I'm now in love with art glitter. That's really cool. I love this page. This spread is very cool too. And then some plain bits and some opportunities for more journaling cards. I wonder if that, in fact, could do with a bit of extra embellishment. Ooh, no. Green? No, that looks odd. Big green. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. There's some writing, so I know which way to put it. Yeah, that's better. Also because this page isn't particularly green. This painting that I cut up, it's got little bits of music and little bits of green, but not a lot down there or up there and covering there. Oh, that's better. And then that one, yeah, look at that. That hasn't buckled the page at all. That's just extraordinary. I liked turning that little journal card over. What a difference that made. And this is, oh, lovely and plain on the back. So I think I'll just leave it there. And it's got a lovely bit of musical notation on the top. That is glued beautifully. And there's this wonderful spot here for some things to be stuck in there. And gently flicking through. It's nicely robust, I think. And some washi tape there. This blue, I don't know why I used that blue, but I added this to this journal because the page is green. That is a tuck spot, more lovely green. Oh, look at these little tuck spots. It's glued beautifully. I really like, oh yeah, see, that's just really added to it, putting just little bits of musical paper. So simple in a way. And that's good. Oh, I think I'm just about done. Just need to find some journaling cards, stick them in, and I am done. Oh, wow. I love this one now. That's really cool. And it is adhered so beautifully. Well, if you're here with me at the end of this video, I really appreciate your support. And I'm going to continue embellishing other journals and recording it so that I can share my thoughts and my ideas and things that you can do to make your journals more interesting, or also to just inspire you to use up your scraps and use up your bits and pieces and make sure that you make it your own. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye. Keep creating.